As we discussed, we already talked about the story of Rukmini ji, how she was captured, kidnapped from um, Vaidarbha um, against the wishes of her brother Rukmi, and Krishna made Rukmini ji his first queen. So all Rukmini had was only hearing about Krishna from Narada Muni and the great sages who visited her kingdom. Her father was Bhishmaka, who was a very pious person, and he invited all these great sages. And Rukmini ji had heard about Krishna. And just by hearing about Krishna, she developed so much love for Krishna that she decided if she ever marries, it would only be Krishna. So when her brother was about to marry her off to someone else, she prayed and she sent a message to Krishna through a Brahmin, and Krishna came to save her and took her to Dwaraka, and they had a great marriage ceremony, and that was Krishna's first wife, Rukmini. Now we're going to discuss about the 7 other wives he married. Those are the principal 8 queens of Krishna. And this all starts with the story of the Syamantaka jewel. So there was this person in Dwaraka, and his name was Satrajit. So Satrajit, even though he was living in Dwaraka, he was more engrossed and focused on praying to the sun god. And the sun god, or Surya, was happy with Satrajit's worship of him and gifted Satrajit a jewel known as Syamantaka jewel. And this gem was very, very precious, and whoever had it with them, it brought all auspiciousness, and it gave 8 bharas of gold. Bhara is a measure that is almost like tons of gold every day to the owner. So this jewel Satrajit was wearing, and he wanted to come and show Krishna. So when Satrajit bought the jewel, Krishna said, "Oh, why should one person have all this gold? And since you're in Dwaraka, you should present this jewel to the king." Ugrasena. Krishna had made Ugrasena the king after Kamsa was killed. So give it to Ugrasena, and the king will use the jewel for the entire society, to all the citizens, so that everybody can benefit from all the gold. And the imagery used was, Krishna said, if there is no torrential rain only in one courtyard, that's not right. It will actually cause a flood in that one house, right? Um, but if the rain is for all the citizens, it can be used for nice farming and growing. So much opulence for one person is not good. But Satrajit got very offended. He said, "No, this is what I received by praying to Sun God. I cannot give it to anyone. I'm going to keep it." So Satrajit was very arrogant and not listening to Krishna's advice. And Krishna said, "Of course, if you want it, you can keep it." And now we are going to see, not following Krishna's instructions, what happens to Satrajit. Satrajit actually dies. This jewel was supposed to bring auspiciousness, but when any material opulence is not used for the service of Krishna, it only brings death and destruction. So what we're going to see is this Satrajit, he gave this jewel just for his brother to show off, and his brother Prasena took the jewel and put it on his neck, and he went for hunting. And when he went to the forest for hunting, there was a lion who who was attracted by the jewel, and this lion attacked Prasenna and killed Prasenna and took the jewel on his neck and was walking away. Um, and then there was a bear who fought with the lion, killed the lion, and took the jewel. And in this time, what happened was Satrajit um, was waiting for his brother to bring back the jewel, and days were passing, and he understood that his brother was dead and that the jewel was gone. So he spun up a rumor that Krishna killed his brother and took the jewel. And Krishna went and asked Satrajit, "Why are you spreading such bad rumors about me?" And then Satrajit said, "Actually, it is you. You, as a cowherd boy, you used to steal butter from other gopis' house. And similarly, you stole this jewel from my brother and killed him." So Krishna said, "You should not say without having any proof." And he said, "Yes, I have proof. My proof is you asked me to give the jewel to you before." So Krishna said, "Please don't spread rumors. I'm going to prove that I'm not the one who killed your brother or took the jewel." So Krishna himself went to the forest. And as he was following the path, he saw that his Satrajit's brother dead, a dead body there, and from that dead body there was footprints of a lion. And as he followed the footprints of the lion, then he saw footprints of a bear. And as he followed the footprints of a bear, he came to a big cave. And as he entered the cave, there was a little kid who was playing with this jewel. And when Krishna entered, there was a beautiful lady there who saw Krishna, was very attracted to him. But even if an intruder is very attractive, you feel very scared. And so she started shouting, "Oh, somebody is in our house." And suddenly a big bear came and started fighting with Krishna. And the fight went on for not 1 day, 2 day, but 28 days. And after 28 days, this bear understood that this is none other than the Supreme Lord, um, Ram or Krishna, because Jambavan was in Ramayana. He was yugas old because he was a prominent character in Ramayana. If you remember, Jambavan is the one who told Hanuman that you are very powerful. You can jump to Lanka in one leap. And because he reminded Hanuman of the powers he had received. And Jambavan is a very, very prominent character and a great devotee of Lord. But he was fighting with Lord himself because Jambavan had wished to fight with Ram just to have a good match. And Lord Ram said, "When I come as Krishna, you can fight with me and we can have a fight." So the Lord arranged this just to have the chivalrous pastime. And no, we can all serve God by chanting his mantra, by worshiping him with incense or fire in arati, or offering flowers, water. But there is also one way of serving Krishna is by exercising his his wanting to be chivalrous. So actually, Bhishma Dev and Jambavan are serving Krishna by fighting with him. Because when Krishna has to fight, he wants a nice opponent, and he only chooses his devotees because only devotees have the power to even fight with him. So we know Jay, Vijay, who are doorkeepers of Krishna or Vishnu in Vaikunta. They are the ones who became Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Shishupala, Dandavakra, and Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, all these personalities um, who were able to be a good opponent to Krishna. So similarly, Jambavan was actually serving Krishna by fighting him, and then he understood finally that this is none other than the Supreme Lord. So he fell on the Lord's feet and said, "Oh Krishna, I'm sorry I was fighting with you." But Krishna was was very happy with his service, and Jambavan to show his respect and love for the Lord, he actually gave the gem back to Krishna, the Syamantaka jewel, and also said, "Please marry my daughter." And who is that daughter? Jambavati.
Jambavati.
Yes. So that Jambavati is Krishna's second wife. So after Rukmini, now we learned about the second wife, Jambavati.
Did they fight for?
28 days. Okay. So Krishna returned with the jewel and Jambavati and to Dwaraka, and Krishna gave the jewel back to Satrajit, and Satrajit was feeling very, very remorseful, and he was regretting the rumor he spread um, to blaspheme Krishna like that, and he said, "Oh, I need to make amends. Please take this jewel." You keep the jewel, and please take my daughter Satyabhama uh, uh, as your wife as well. And Satyabhama really wanted to be Krishna's wife, so Krishna accepted Satyabhama. So Satyabhama became the third wife of Krishna. But the Satrajit, initially, he wanted Satyabhama to marry other warriors in Dwaraka, one of the other warriors, Kritavarma and Satadhanva. But then when Krishna bought the jewel back, he decided that Krishna should marry him, so marry her. So that's what happened. And this actually what happens now is this Akrura gets entangled in a conspiracy. So the Krishna says he doesn't want the jewel, but because you already spread rumors and you didn't want to. So Satrajit was having the jewel, and Akrura gets into a conspiracy where Satrajit is killed. And why that happens is because Akrura had not taken permission of the gopis when he bought Krishna from Vrindavan. And when you offend a devotee, it always comes as some obstacle in your bhakti. And Akrura, he was a great devotee, but he got entangled about this material jewel. So Akrura was attracted to this jewel, and the conspiracy he got in was what we're going to discuss next. So Krishna and Balram, they had gone to Hastinapur because there was a news that the Pandavas had died. Actually, what happened was Duryodhana had told Pandavas and Kunti to go on a vacation, and there was a palace, and the palace was actually made of wax. And as they were sleeping, they put fire on the palace and said, "Oh, they died." But actually, Krishna had arranged everything for them to escape through Vidura. So um, but nobody knew that the Pandavas were alive except Krishna and Vidura, of course. So yeah, there was another tribal lady and five sons who had come into that palace that day, and they had died. So the bodies were recovered, and they thought it was the Pandavas who died um, in the fire. So Krishna and Balram had to go for the funeral and all that. So they went in the bereavement ceremony, and while they were gone to Hastinapur, Akrura and Kritavarma and Satadhanva. So these were three great personalities in Dwaraka. They decided that this Satrajit, you know, Satrajit gave his daughter in marriage to Krishna, but he had promised that it would be one of us marrying his daughter. So let's punish him. So these three got together and instigated Satadhanva to go kill Satrajit and take the Syamantaka jewel. So this Satadhanva went and killed Satrajit, who is Satyabhama's father. So when Satyabhama found out that her father died, she was very sad, and she preserved the body and went to Hastinapur to give the message to Krishna that Krishna's father-in-law is killed or murdered. And then Krishna and Balram, they came back, and they got on a chariot with Garuda as a flag, to fight Satadhanva. And Satadhanva left Dwaraka and he was on the run, and Krishna was following. So Satadhanva went to Kritavarma and said, "Oh, please protect me." And Kritavarma said, "Who can protect when Krishna has decided to attack you because you killed his father-in-law?" So then he went to Akrura, and Akrura said, "Oh, I cannot protect you at this point." And then Satadhanva gave the Samantaka jewel to Akrura and he fled away. And but then Krishna, who can flee from Krishna when Krishna wants to find um, that person? So Krishna, it was close to Mithila, where Balramji got out because he had a friend there. So actually, Balramji was in Mithila from that point for a few years, and that's when Duryodhana came to learn the mace fighting um, from Balramji. And Krishna was following Satadhanva, and finally he used his Sudarshana Chakra to kill Satadhanva. And Satadhanva, when Krishna examined Satadhanva, he didn't have the jewel. And then Krishna came back, and then there were bad omens um, in Dwaraka. And there were some foolish citizens who said, "Oh, it is because Krishna might have sent Akrura away, and Akrura brings all auspiciousness." But actually, these foolish citizens didn't know that actually Krishna himself was creating these bad omens to bewilder some of these citizens. And Krishna decided to go find out where Akrura is. And Akrura was actually in Kashi or Varanasi, where there's the confluence of the three rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. So he had gone there and he had the jewel with him, and he was getting this gold every day, and he was using that to serve the brahmanas and give in charity and conduct a lot of yajnas there. And Krishna went there and told Akrura that he had to come to Dwaraka and show the jewel, and he allowed Akrura to keep the jewel to protect the jewel. So Krishna was lenient with Akrura because he was a great devotee. But then Akrura got entangled in this whole mess of this search for this jewel, and greed for the jewel because of his offense to the gopis. So there ends the whole episode of the Syamantaka jewel. And what this will teaches us is, even though something of great opulence is supposed to give us a lot of happiness, but if you go against the instruction of Krishna, and like the atheists today, they don't care about God, they only want to make more money or do something for themselves. Ultimately, it'll lead to their destruction. But if you use all your opulences in the service of Krishna, then it'll add on to your happiness. It's like everything else is a zero and Krishna is one. So if you throw away the one, you have is zeros. But when you have Krishna in the center, or the beginning, one, and then you add all the zeros, then that'll be a big number. So that's what we can learn from this episode of Samantaka Jewel, the Satrajit who did not follow Krishna's instruction, and then the others who were trying to get the jewel ultimately was dead as well. So now we have discussed how Krishna got like four wives now, right? Like actually three wives. Rukmini we discussed last class, then Jambavati and Satyabhama. Now we are going to discuss how Krishna married the other wives. So Krishna had gone to um, Indraprastha, or it was called Khandava Prastha. There was a big forest, Khandava. This was when the Hastinapur kingdom was divided into two, and one part was given to Yudhishthira and one for Duryodhana. So Yudhishthira was given like a forest, and Krishna had gone there to help his cousins Pandavas to establish a kingdom. So this Khandava forest. To in order to build a big kingdom, Krishna and Arjuna, they prayed to the sun god to come, sorry, to the fire god Agni to come and scorch the forest. And actually, the forest had some indigestion and it had to get medicinal herbs as well. So having the fire eat all the forest was one way that they could clear the forest for a kingdom, as well as rid this indigestion for the Agni, because there were many medicinal herbs there. So um, so then what happened was the fire god, once he was satisfied eating the forest, he gave a chariot with with a flag of Hanuman to Arjuna. And actually, this is the chariot that is used by Arjuna in the Mahabharata war in Kurukshetra. So after this, Krishna and Balram were just going to the forest, just as a just for a creation, and there was this lady standing by the river Yamuna, and Arjuna went and asked her, "Who are you? And what are you looking for?" And she said she is the daughter of sun god, and she will only marry Krishna. So this is how Krishna marries his fourth wife, Kalindi. Kalindi is another name for Yamuna River. She's a personification of the Yamuna River, and and Krishna marries her by bringing her to Dwaraka. Then the next wife, the fifth wife, is Mitravinda. Mitravinda is from the Avanti province, and there were two brothers um, who were the friends of Duryodhana, and they didn't want their sister to marry Krishna. They wanted their sister to marry Duryodhan. So Krishna had to go capture Mitravinda, because Mitravinda really wanted to marry Krishna. So just like Rukmini, Krishna went and kidnapped her and married her. So that's how Mitravinda became Krishna's wife, fifth wife. And then there was um, um, there was a person known as Nagnajit, and in his kingdom, he really wanted Krishna to be his son-in-law, and his daughter, her name was Nagnajiti, or Satya, not Satyabhama, but Satya, and she um, also wanted Krishna to be her husband. However, uh, this Nagnajit had set up seven bulls to be subdued by the suitor of of his daughter. So when Krishna came there, they said, "Please come." And Krishna, when he asked to marry Nagnajiti, the king said, "We really love that you have come, and we want you to be the my daughter's husband. However, there is one condition: you have to subdue these seven bulls who doesn't have ropes on their noses, and they cannot be subdued by anyone. There were many people, many warriors who came to subdue these bulls, and they couldn't. And they only got hurt because the bulls were very aggressive, and they used to hurt all the persons who tried to subdue them. So, for Krishna, this is very easy. And all the seven bulls needed to be subdued at the same time for them to be subdued. So, Krishna actually expanded himself into seven clones of himself, and each Krishna went and subdued each bull. And that way, the seven bulls got tamed, and Krishna married Nagnajiti, his sixth wife. And then there was Krishna's um, aunt was there. Her name was Shruta Kirti, and Shruta Kirti really wanted Krishna to marry um, her daughter. So just like Kunti is a paternal aunt of Krishna, Vasudev's sister is Kunti, and this Shruta Kirti is also the sister of Vasudev. And Shrutakirti's daughter Bhadra was wanting to marry Krishna. So this is Krishna's seventh wife. And the eighth wife was Lakshmana. This is not Lakshmana, brother of Lord Ram. This is a lady who is the princess of Madura kingdom. And there was the king who had set up Matsya Yandra. Just like Arjun, to win over Draupadi, he had to shoot an arrow looking at the reflection of the fish going round on the top. He had to use the bow and arrow to shoot the arrow exactly on the fish when it was going round. Similar machine was set up, but it was more complex, even more than Arjun. And this is not actually revealed in this chapter. It is revealed in the later chapter when Lakshmana speaks to Draupadi. But for completeness, we're just discussing Krishna had shot that arrow, and that's how Lakshmana got married to Krishna. So these are the eight principal queens of Krishna. And now we're going to discuss how Krishna got 16,100 other wives. Um, so this is the story of Narakasura. So Narakasura or Bhaumasura was a bad demon who took away the princesses from all over all the surrounding kingdoms and were putting them in prison in his palace, because he thought himself the greatest, and he would have all the beautiful women in the world for himself. So he had captured all of them. And then this Narakasura was also very arrogant in terms of he had gone to the heavenly planets and even to Indraloka, and he took the earrings of the Deva's mother. The Devata's mother's name is Aditi. So Aditi's earrings he had attacked and taken away. And he took the Varuna's umbrella, and so because he had done all this criminal activity, Indra had gone to Krishna to Dwaraka to ask Krishna to help. So Krishna had to go to Pragya Jyotishpura. Pragya Jyotishpura is the kingdom of Narakasura, and it was where he was hiding all these ladies uh, and the Devata and the earrings and the umbrella, etc. And he had also captured a part of Mount Meru. So he has done many heinous acts, and Krishna had to go and fight this demon. So he actually went with Satyabhama. So as you can see, Krishna flew on Garuda and went to Pragya Jyotishpura. And Pragya Jyotishpura was fortified with many layers of security. Um, In the outskirts, there was a demon known as Mura, and Mura had 5 heads. And this Mura demon, he had 7 sons also. So as Krishna and Satyabhama was coming with Garuda to this kingdom, the first attack came from Mura demon with his 5 heads and his 7 sons. And he tried to attack Garuda, and Krishna killed this Mura demon. So that's how Krishna got the name Murari. And then there were all kind of fortification around this kingdom. There were rocks which were like a concentric circle, and Krishna used his divine club or gatha or mace to break the rocks that were not allowing them to enter. And the what is the name of Krishna's mace? Anybody knows? So this is the same mace on if you look at Venkateshwara, he has Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. So Gada is always Kaumodaki. So this is Krishna's um, mace. He used to break through the rocks. And then there were all kinds of weapons. So Krishna used his bow, Sharanga bow, to fight all those weapons and go through that layer of security. And then there was water, fire, and wind. They were trying to restrict Krishna's access, and Krishna used his Sudarshana chakra to annul those threats. And then um, there was kind of a rope that was guarding a barbed wire that was guarding the entry. It's called the Mura Pasha. This is Mura demon had all um, these wires, and Krishna used his sword. Krishna's sword is known as Nandaka.
Nandaka.
Yes, very good. So he used the Nandaka sword to cut through that fortification also. And then Krishna entered, and he used his Sudarshana chakra, as you can see in the picture, to cut off the head of this ugly, dirty demon who had done all this mischief. And actually, this Bhaumashura or Narakasura was Krishna's own son. And why, you may ask? It is because when Krishna came as Varahadev to lift the earth from the ocean, when Hiranyaksha had pushed the earth off the orbit and it had gone down. Krishna, as Varaha, brought the earth back into orbit, and he married Bhumi. And Varahadev and Bhumi Devi's son is Narakasura or Bhaumasura. And this Narakasura, Bhaumasura, um, he though he was the son of Krishna, Krishna killed him because he was not following righteousness. And so we can see that Krishna is not, um, you know, favoring his son just because he's his son. He always favors devotees. So he killed off this Narakasura, and Narakasura had a son, Bhagadatta. So Mother Earth came and presented Bhagadatta as the son of Narakasura, who should actually now be king of Pragya Jyotishpura. And he said, okay, this he's well mannered, he's a devotee. Krishna, please establish him as the king here. And Krishna was very happy to make his grandson the king of Pragya Jyotishpura. And then Krishna released the 16,100 princesses who were in the prison of Narakasura. And Krishna told them to go home. You're free to go home. But the girls were so attracted to Krishna, and they said if they go home, nobody will accept them because they were in the palace of Narakasura. So Krishna said, "Don't worry, I will marry all of you and protect you." And he told them to go to Dwaraka. In the meantime, Krishna had gone to the heavenly planets with Satyabhama and Garuda, and he returned the earrings of Aditi and the umbrella of Varuna, and Indra was very happy. But then Indra was again up to some of the mischief that he did during Govardhan Leela. He had not fully learned his lesson. When Satyabhama saw the Parijata tree, she wanted that to be taken to earth. And Indra said, "No, I cannot give it to you." So then Krishna had to have a fight with Indra, and then subdue Indra, and then bring the Parijata tree to earth and to Dwaraka. And when Krishna bought the Dwaraka, came to Dwaraka, he married the 16,100 queens. And it is not like he just married for the sake of marriage. He actually gave one palace to each princess in Dwaraka. So there were 16,100 palaces with each family, and Krishna would expand himself to 16,108, and each person would have a direct interaction with the Lord, not that he would neglect his wives. And all this opulence can be only shown by the Supreme Lord, because even if somebody like the great richest people in this world, they can only be at one place at one time. But Krishna is able to expand himself and be with all his wives at the same time. And in the morning, when Krishna comes out of each of his palaces, he would combine to one Krishna and go to his court, or his with his ministers to meet and do his daily work as a grahastha. So last chapter is very quick. Krishna teasing Rukmini. Once this is after many years of marriage, Krishna teasingly told Rukmini, "Rukmini, why do you want to be my wife? I'm just a cowherd boy. You are such a great queen of Vaidarbha. Why did you choose me? You should have chosen Shishupal." And Krishna was teasing Rukmini like that, but Rukmini, even the thought of separating with Krishna, because she thought Krishna is saying this to separate with her or something, and she lost her consciousness. And then when she regained consciousness, Krishna said he was just teasing Rukmini just for the fun of it. This is the only fun that grahasthas have with their wives, to tease. So you shouldn't take it seriously. And Rukmini took each argument that Krishna said and defeated all of them to show that Krishna is worthy to be the greatest. And Krishna was trying to picture himself as low, but she said how great Krishna is, and Krishna was very happy with the devotion and conviction that Rukmini had in him. So this is a sweet pastime that's also discussed in chapter 60. So we completed 5 chapters today, and we can quickly go to the Kahoot quiz. Is there any questions before we can start? Okay, so if there are no questions, we can go to the Kahoot. And the pin is 8262898. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So Nitinji, Meenakshi ji, and um, Ayana ji have joined. Shreya ji and Srihari ji, are you having trouble?
Prabhuji, we have a little trouble. We'll join
Yes, yes, we'll wait for you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. I'm guessing Narayan is Sri Hari ji.
Yes,
Not
Prabhuji, that is me.
yeah. Hari Bol. So that's another name. Your name itself is Krishna's name, Hari. So Narayan is another name. Very good. Is Shreya ji able to join?
Prabhuji is coming, loading.
Okay, okay,
Prabhuji, it's a little network issue, I think.
okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram.
Prabhuji, it will take a little more time.
Okay. So, do you want us to start and join after the first few questions then? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, in the interest of time, we'll start and you can watch and then join between if the network issue goes away. Okay. So we're discussing about Krishna's 16,107 other marriages. First question, who was the first owner of Syamantaka jewel? Surya, Shani, Agni, Vishnu. Yeah, Surya Dev. Who got the Syamantaka jewel from the sun god? Akrura, Kritavarma, Satrajit, Satadhanva. From the sun god, it was Satrajit. Okay. Krishna asked Satrajit to present the Syamantaka jewel to King Dash. Ugrasena, Akrura, Dhritarashtra, Bhishmaka. Ugrasena, very good. Who wore Syamantaka jewel around his neck and went hunting in the forest? Lord Krishna, Jambavan, Satrajit, Prasena. Yes, Prasena, the brother of Satrajit. Who accused Krishna of stealing the Syamantaka money? Jambavan, Satrajit, Karna, Prasenajit. It's actually Satrajit. Why did Krishna go in search of the Syamantaka jewel? To prove his innocence, to gain the hand of Satyabhama, to obtain its wealth, to marry Jambavati. Yes, to prove his innocence. So even among devotees, there were a lot of rumors and all that. So we should see, like, even Krishna had to deal with it in Dwaraka. Supposed to be only devotees and Krishna. So we should, when that happens in Kali Yuga, we should understand that we should take the path that Krishna would like. Okay. Whom did Lord Krishna fight in the forest when searching for Syamantaka jewel? Kamsa, Banasura, Jambavan, Bakasura. Yes, Krishna fought Jambavan. Who were married? Who married Krishna on account of the Syamantaka jewel? Jambavati, Satyabhama, all of the above, none of the above. Yes, it's actually all of the above. Yes, the Syamantaka jewel from Jambavan, Jambavati, and Satyabhama from Satrajit. Jambavan, there was one instance I didn't mention in class. Jambavan is such a great person. We discussed about how he reminded Hanuman about his power. He also circumambulated Trivikrama. He did a parikram of Trivikram. Who is Trivikrama? Is Vamanadev. When he expanded himself to capture the whole universe with his two steps. This Jambavan went around the Lord to worship him. So this is a great Jambavan. Yeah. Okay. How much gold did Samantaka jewel produce every day? 1,000 pounds, 108 kilos, 170 pounds. Um, So actually, this question I had to remove. It said 8 bharas of gold, and 8 bhara. When I was looking at it, the measure was tons, so not pounds, like they're saying here. This question. So I'm sorry about this question. Okay, who killed the lion and got the Shamantaka jewel? Satrajit, Jambavan, Prasena. Yes, Jambavan. Along with Syamantaka jewel, Krishna married Jambavati, Rukmini. Yes. Satrajit voluntarily offered Krishna his daughter Dash along with Syamantaka jewel. Satyabhama. Very good. Satadhanva killed Satrajit and took the jewel away. True or false? True. Very good. There was a conspiracy. Dash and Kritavarma were prominent members in the conspiracy to kill Satrajit, having incited Satadhanva to kill him. Akrura, Krishna, Balram, Ugrasena. Yes, Akrura. Okay, when Krishna and Balram were informed of Satadhanva, they mounted their chariot flag marked by the picture of Garuda, Hanuman, Jambavan, Bhima. Garuda. Hanuman flag is the chariot of Arjun. Dash further informed Satadhanva, Krishna and Balram are so powerful that simply by willing you cannot defeat. So Kritavarma, Balaram, Akrura, Arjuna. Yes. So that's when Akrura got the jewel from Satadhanva. Fill in the blanks. Satadhanva left the jewel with Dash and left Dwaraka. Kritavarma, Satyabhama, Akrura. Yes, Akrura got the jewel. What did Krishna use to kill Satadhanva? His club, sword, Sudarshan Chakra. That's the right answer. Okay. Whom did Lord Krishna allow to keep the Syamantaka jewel in the end? Akrura, Kritavarma, Prasena, Satadhanva. Akrura. Okay. Double points. Whose incarnation is said to be Kalandi, the wife of Krishna? Ganga, Saraswati, Yamuna, Krishna river. Yes, Yamuna river. True or false? Mitravinda is the sister of Vindhya and Anuvindhya of Avantipura or Ujjain. Yes, this is true. These are the two brothers who did not want Mitravinda to marry Krishna. Another name for Krishna's wife, Nagnajiti. Satya, Rukmini, Bhadra, Lakshmana. Yes, Satya, not Satyabhama, Satya. Who is the mother of Krishna's wife, Bhadra? Marisha, Shutakirti, Devrashita, or Surema Devi? Yes, Shrutakirti is Krishna's aunt and Bhadra is her daughter. Whom did Krishna rescue from demon Narakasura? Rukmini, Satyabhama, 16,100 princesses. All of you got that right. Okay, second last. Oh, sorry, not second last. How did Krishna go to Narakasura's palace? Chariot, Garuda, Hanuman, Airavata. Yes, with Garuda. 10 more questions. What is the name of Narakasura's city? Lanka, Madura, Pragya Jyotishpura, Dwaraka. Pragya Jyotishpura. Very good. Narakasura stole the earrings of Dash. Mother Aditi, Mother Diti, Aditi. Aditi's earrings. Who was the son of Narakasura? Krishna, Kartikeya, Pradyumna, Bhagadatta. Yes, Bhagadatta. He was made the king of Pragyajyotishpura. Whom Krishna decided to take with him to fight Narakasura? Bhima, Rukmini, Satyabhama, Arjuna. So who was on Garuda when Krishna went to kill Narakasura? Yes, it's Satyabhama. Which festival is celebrated on the day Krishna killed Narakasura? So this festival has many things. Krishna return or Ram returning back to Lanka, or Krishna performing the Damodar Leela, or Krishna killing Narakasura is also on the same day, Diwali. Sharp barbed wire around Narakasura's palace was built by which demon? Ravana, Mura, Mujukunda, Mekhanatha. Mura demon. So when we are singing the bhajan today, Mama Mana Mandire Krishna Murari, we said we'll learn how Krishna got the name Murari. That's because he killed this five-headed Mura demon. How many sons demon Mura had? 10, 7, 12, 5, 7. Lord Krishna destroyed the evil demon Mura and is therefore called as Mukunda, Muralidhara, Murari, Govinda. Murari. Okay, last question. Krishna killed Narakasura with Sudarshana Chakra, mace, Brahmastra, sword. Sudarshana Chakra. Last question. Oh, okay. Okay, Ayana had to just jump off. Ayana, are you coming back? Okay, well, let's go ahead. Um, Narakasura was the son of Bhumi Devi and Dash Avatar. Varaha, Matsya, Vamana, Kurma. So when Krishna came as Varaha, a boar form of the Lord, he lifted the earth on the two horns from his face. Yes. And then he married Bhumi Devi. Okay, last question for today. Krishna simply teased Rukmini Devi to provoke her soberness, anger, shyness, humility. So Krishna wanted to instigate anger, but then Rukmini Devi fell unconscious, and then she defeated Krishna's argument. Hare Krishna. So wish you all a very, very happy Janmashtami tomorrow. So Sri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
Bye.
Prabhuji,
कृपासिन्धुभ्यो
you
एव
close the
च
line.
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
Hare Krishna. And next week we'll have a class same time on Saturday because Sunday we'll not be here. It's a long weekend here. So if possible, if you can rearrange your schedule for Saturday, we'll meet on Saturday. Hare Krishna. I will send on the group. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.